Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard position. And for the Magic, Fournier and Gordon on the wing. And there's Fultz, and it's Vucevic, and it's Birch in at the 4 spot. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA, Brent. What are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin, that talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams and teams that have made changes, what are they playing like?
What's their chemistry?
Exactly. Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
So it's Orlando now, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. Fultz the pass to Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Gordon's got the game going here with the first basket for the Magic. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Middleton. Bledsoe taking his time here. Here's Lopez. Kept alive. A second chance effort. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Middleton can't get it to go.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
The Bucks have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Lopez outside. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Fournier against Matthews.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Now here's Gordon. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Knicks in New York. For 3, Fournier gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, his instincts are on display here. Fultz, a really good passer, excels at setting up teammates for easy looks.
A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That is his first foul of the game. Milwaukee on D. And here's Fultz. His last outing, 16 points for him. Got a piece of it. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Now here's Fultz, defended by Middleton. Birch kicks to Fultz. Over Bledsoe, and the shot goes in from Fultz.
And Fultz, such a good shooter. The D can only do so much. I mean, I like the D, the O, just better.
Now here's Giannis, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Trying to get open is Lopez. And there's Bledsoe on the assist by Matthews. Bledsoe's got his second bucket. Now here's Fournier. He's coming off a 16-point game against New York. Gordon the pass to Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Here's Fultz. They grab their own miss, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe. Here is Matthews. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Fultz.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Knocked away. Stolen by Bledsoe. The finish. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Got to be wary. Eric Bledsoe's around the rim, and he's coming at you.
So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against Philadelphia. And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
Now here's Fultz, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. Gordon kicks to Fultz. Just 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And it's sent back by Lopez. Outside Matthews. Lopez outside. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. And the dunk by Giannis.
Giannis right now getting hard work done on the inside to get some extra possession.
The Magic trail by 6. Outside Fournier. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's foul number 2 for him. The Magic making a switch here. Ross is checked in. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. Here are the Magic now. Now Fournier. Back to Fultz. He tries for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And finally they hit one. Giannis has got 7 points in the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Stolen by Bledsoe. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Yeah, Eric Bledsoe just kind of blood in the water right there. Love to see him get aggressive on loose balls and getting after steals.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And Brent, when you watch Eric Bledsoe go to the rim, you just have to admire what an incredible finisher he is.
Well, Bledsoe, I think, has always relied on the fact that his physical stature, not in terms of his height at 6'1", but his width and strength allows him to go in there and be a bit of a bulldog, to get contact and to make things happen. So never has shied away from that.
The Magic making a switch here. Carter Williams is checked in. Shot clock at 6. Here's Vucevic. Over Lopez. The Magic again can't hit.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
It's stolen by Vucevic. And here comes the break. Here's Carter Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bledsoe with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia. Giannis outside. Fades back, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Carter Williams, the pass to Fournier. Now here's Vucevic. Poked away. Lopez with the steal. And here we go. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now here's Ross. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Knicks in New York. Clock at 6. Fournier the bounce pass. Fades and shoots. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Bucks with some changes. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Eric Bledsoe. Bucks on defense. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Clark. He kicks to Ross. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to Awundu. The Magic again can't hit.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Giannis left side. Stolen. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. To the left wing. Bamba wide open and he fires. And that one's on target from the wing.
Yeah, still working on his jumper. But you can see Bamba has the touch to score from there.
Bucks passing it around. The shot. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Giannis has got 15 points.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Well, the Bucks are in a good spot with a young superstar entering his prime.
And they like the fact that this core has more potential in it. It wasn't just a one-hit wonder as they committed to Lopez. They committed to Chris Middleton. And now they think that they can take the next step with Giannis's growth.
Now here's Carter Williams. Here's Clark. The shot from the low post is good. So it's the Bucks now, leading by 12. Outside Korver. And the pass to Connaughton. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul. Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Bucks. Here's DiVincenzo. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Ilyasova. Shoots over Carter Williams. Ilyasova can't hit. And so it's Carter Williams. He'll bring up the ball for the Magic. Down by 12. Clark for 3. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's DiVincenzo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. What improvements, Brent, do you like to see out of players going from season 1 to their second season in the league?
Biggest thing, Kevin, turnovers. Player comes into the league, has an opportunity to play, wants to rush things, plays too fast, doesn't have an ability to slow down and make reads. From season 1 to season 2, and given the role and responsibility for that player, when you watch a guy whose ability to take away the mistakes, the simple mistakes he made last year, that's growth.
Because it's connected to so many other areas of his game.
Right, and he's not trying to do things that he wasn't capable of doing when he came into the league last year. He's understanding more of where it is that he's best suited in possessions and for that offense.
Good explanation.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And he makes the first. Carter Williams hits them both. 1:24 left to play here in the first. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Outside Korver, pass to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. There's the three. That shot, no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Ross passes to Carter Williams. Back to Ross. Passes to Bamba. Shoots a fader. He shoots again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Magic have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And the first one drops. And so Clark nails both of them. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. DiVincenzo passes to Ilyasova. Here's Connaughton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And again, the Bucks miss. Now here's Carter Williams. T right on him. Here's DiVincenzo. Trains the three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 5 now. And so it's Milwaukee with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for many, something he discussed before today's game.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me Antetokounmpo, and Kunupi in Greek means mosquitoes. So he basically said anti-mosquito.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
They've got Terrence Ross. Bamba is out there with Clark. Then it's Carter Williams. And it's a one-do in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's DiVincenzo. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
And let's check out some stats for Carter Williams. How he did last season. Averaged 4 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's been a bit of a struggle for him. I mean, he can get down on himself at times. He's just got to keep working, and I think things will turn around.
This is where your character can be tested, his will to fight through this kind of adversity. And I think he's got a good chance.
Bucks leading by 8. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Tipped away. Here's DiVincenzo. 8 points his last outing, 4 on the shot clock. Takes a three. It's Clark with the rebound. And so it's Carter Williams. He'll bring up the ball for the Magic. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And the layup falls. Carter Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Carter Williams looks like he's floating out there, but has that deceptive first step.
Kicks it to Lopez. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Fultz, he's checked in for the Magic. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Matthews, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Now, here's Fultz. Here's Bamba. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he can't get the first one. Right, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
He hits the second from the line.
The raw talent Bamba has, just so impressive. A shot blocking specialist who also makes an impact on the offensive end.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's got 5. And he drops in the layup off the glass. DiVincenzo's got 7 points in the game.
Now that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Now the pass to Ross. Now Bamba, guarded by Korver. And here's Fultz. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Lopez outside. And it's denied. And they'll keep possession. Ilyasova can't hit.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. So it's Orlando now, following the 3 by Milwaukee.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shot.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And Brett, with the corner 3 being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
It's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet. That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play, almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah. Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Khem Birch comes in for Clark. Gordon's checked in for Ross. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Carter Williams. Milwaukee also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Kyle Korver. Now here's Fultz. Lets a floater go. Lopez with the block.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pulls it up. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4. The Magic trail by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Fournier dishes to Vucevic. Nailed from three-point land. Vucevic has got his second bucket tonight.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Gordon with no one around. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Gordon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Eric Bledsoe. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
That free throw good from Gordon.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game. Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And both free throws good for Gordon. And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower pace system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Pass to Vucevic. There's the triple. Another miss by Orlando.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Here are the Magic now after the basket by Milwaukee. Outside Fournier. Lays it up off the glass. Fournier's got 5 now.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. 7-point differential. Clock at 6. Orlando getting another chance here. Fournier for 3.
Still trying to calibrate right now because he had 1 3 in the first quarter, but nothing since.
And Matthews gets it to go.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot again. His teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Pass to Birch. For 3, Fournier. Knocked loose.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
Here's Fultz after the basket by Milwaukee. Passes it to Gordon. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Fournier. No good. Good D by Matthews.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The Magic trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Now here's Middleton. 20 points for him last game against Philadelphia. There's the pass to Antetokounmpo. Matthews scanning the floor, trying to get open as Lopez. No good from Bledsoe. Orlando's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Fournier goes in, softly drops in the floater. Fournier's got his third basket of the night right there.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Lopez with the bucket.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Pass to Vucevic. A rebound by the Bucks.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now Gordon. After Chris Middleton missed from long range, Gordon finds Vucevic. Makes it off the glass. Vucevic has got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Pass to Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo, no good. The Magic trail by 7. Now here's Fultz. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
The Magic making a switch here. A one-deuce checked in. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Now Fultz. With some arc. Rebound Milwaukee. Bledsoe's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Here's Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. And 11 points for Brook Lopez.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. A three-pointer off the mark.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team. It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Here's Bledsoe. The shot, no good. Nice D from Fournier. The Magic trail by 10. It's Fournier on the wing. He dishes it to Gordon. To the inside. Vucevic. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Lopez kicks to Giannis. Passes it to Connaughton. Puts up a 3. Changes up. And it's Lopez laying it in. Lopez has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Orlando making some changes. Bamba is checked in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Carter Williams in for Markelle Fultz. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Lopez is checked in. Now here's Carter Williams. 8 points for him. And there's the pass to Bamba. Back to Carter Williams. Just 3 to shoot. He kicks it to Bamba. Over onto Kumbo. Here's Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. To the left side wing. Bledsoe for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bledsoe's got 13.
Zero hesitation. I mean, zero. Bledsoe with a quick release that time.
And that concludes the first half. Bucks lead by 11. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Your defense has been very good. Why has that happened?
Well, I think our guys are committed on that end. Everybody's active, everybody's covering for each other, and we know how important it is.
Mike, we'll see if it continues in the next quarter. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Ernie, do not take this the wrong way, but the freak got freaky as usual. Can rise above anyone, gets whatever shot he wants. Plus, he's a tremendous team leader, both through words and action.
And over to Kenny. How about what you saw from the Magic?
Well, one problem I see is that they're too timid on the board. When you start to fall behind in the game, you need to become more aggressive on the offensive glass and the defensive glass.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1 spot. Fournier, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Wesley Matthews picks one up. For Orlando, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Fournier. And so Fournier nails both of them. Bucks leading by 9. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Brent, for so long we've talked about the potential of what Giannis can do when he reaches his prime. 27 and 13 last year is a pretty good jumping off point.
Winning an MVP award for Giannis at 24 years of age, and knowing that most of the prime years for NBA players are starting to happen between 27 and 30. That's a scary thought, isn't it, Kevin? 4 or 5 years more of growth from Giannis Antetokounmpo and what he can do at that position. If that jump shot comes along, we may be seeing an all-time great develop throughout his career in the next decade.
Free throw good. Giannis. And it wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that award, Giannis coming out and talking about he's only at 60% of his potential. Can you imagine what's coming down the line if he realizes the other 40? He's something else.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. They trail by 11. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Gordon against Middleton. Gordon dishes to Fournier. Here's Birch.
How about the reach from Giannis that time? He does not make any shot easy.
The shot by Birch, no good. A floater, and the basket is good. And that's 15 points for Eric Bledsoe.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Fournier gets a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 4th assist in this one. Bucks leading by 11. Left side, out of the Kumbo. Here's Lopez. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Fournier. He's got 11. Here's Vucevic. And it's sent back by Lopez. There's the lob into the Kumbo. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Gordon inside. Guarded by Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. Here's Fultz. And it's sent back by Lopez. And it's Vucevic missing.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Now here's Matthews. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Fournier, it's deflected. Vucevic down low. Lopez is there. Here's Birch. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Middleton. And here's Matthews from the arc. Hits it from 3-point range. Matthews has got his 2nd basket of the night.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Pass to Fournier. That's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Fournier last touched it. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. 4th, Brook Lopez.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Now here's Matthews. 5 points in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his 1st foul of the game. So for the Magic, Clark comes in for Cam Birch. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Evan Fournier. Milwaukee also making some changes. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Eric Bledsoe. Now here's Giannis. 19 points in the game. Nails the wide open jump shot. Giannis has got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, Giannis so good in the paint. Steps a little bit outside to the mid-range and has the size and skill to get it done.
Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. And Orlando has possession. 19-point game. Korver against Gordon. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Korver. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Now here's Fultz. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Clark. Shot to stop the run. Matthews with the rebound. Matthews has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Orlando. Orlando with the ball, and there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. They get a hand on it. Lopez with the steal.
He was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half. He's had a bad case of the butterfingers here in the second.
And here's Korver from the arc. That shot off. Ross against Matthews. Ross kicks to Carter-Williams.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 14-3 run. Pass to Korver. Outside Matthews. The pass to Giannis. No good that time. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Here's Ross. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Here's DiVincenzo. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. And Michael Carter-Williams gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Brent, we have seen some players refuse to speak to the media. For whatever reason, where should that line be drawn?
Well, there is a role and a responsibility, I think, of every player in the league, Kevin, given that it's an entertainment industry and that people have jobs around this league to tell stories, to have access to those players. Now, every player doesn't want to talk or get into certain things, but their availability should be made and people should have access to them. Look, I don't want to take out the trash every Tuesday, but I understand I got to do it at home. And so players have a responsibility to their franchise to be a voice at times.
I always thought you were terrific with the media.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. Maybe that's how I got this job.
Now, Ross following the 3-point attempt by Wesley Matthews. Carter-Williams, the pass to Gordon. 6 to shoot, and it's Carter-Williams in the corner, and good that time. Carter-Williams has got 11 points. Bucks leading by 16. Here's DiVincenzo. 11 points in the game. Pass to Ross. Kicks to Clark. Back to Ross. Jacks up a 3. Good on the triple.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. And again, unable to change momentum here. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. He's coming off an excellent season. 3rd in scoring, 6th in rebounding, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And you only average top 3 in points if you have a particular mindset that you are the guy. Now, here's Lopez. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Both teams will make substitutions. Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. Bamba kicks to a 1-2. Offensive rebound. Back to Bamba. Now here's Ross. He's guarded closely. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Carter Williams. Back to Ross. From deep 3-point range. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ross. And Orlando making a change here. Fournier is checked in. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 21. They need this one. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And you just look at the box score right now. He's not only filling it up with these points, but in every facet of the game.
Carter Williams dishes to Bamba. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Back to Fournier. 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by Lopez. To the middle. Here's DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Ross for 3. But they recover it.
And the offensive rebounding really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
Bucks leading by 15. Pass to DiVincenzo. Launches it. It's good from long range. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Now here's Carter Williams. Not a lot of room. He kicks to Bamba. Passes it to Ross. The pass to Fournier. Fires for 3. That shot is off. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Ross. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. 3rd is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's got 11. 1:14 left to play in the 3rd. Ross passes to Bamba. Fournier, that's for 2. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. 16-point lead. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Ken Burge is checked in for Clark. Milwaukee also making some changes. Chris Middleton comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 15. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Ball's knocked loose. Clock at 6. Pass to Connaughton. Lets it go from deep. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists now tonight. Pass to Fournier. Carter Williams with it. Passes it to Birch. And it's Eric Bledsoe with the rebound. The Bucks have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
That's good from Bledsoe.
He's just such a bulldog out there in terms of his mentality. Eric Bledsoe can get assertive, and when he does that, it raises the level of play for the entire team.
He doesn't get the second one. Outside Fournier. Misses the jumper. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Milwaukee on top, running away with this one. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Bamba. Michael Carter-Williams is out there with Markelle Fultz. Then it's Evan Fournier, and it's Birch in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow. First of all, I think you get to fly on a really nice plane wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to.
Yes.
So sign me up
with
for that job.
With courtside seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be two pretty prominent things that continually come up.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted, and I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about the optics of the game.
Yes.
And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt. And here's Bledsoe following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Here's Connaughton. Carter Williams covering. Connaughton passes to Lopez. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 7 rebounds in the game. Back to Connaughton. Inside. Shot clock at 6. Another shot, and the layup is up and in. 18 points for Eric Bledsoe.
An aggressive Eric Bledsoe is a better Eric Bledsoe for this team.
Now here's Fultz. Guarded by Bledsoe. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Johnson, he's checked in for Orlando. Frazier comes in for Carter Williams. And then for Milwaukee. Wilson, he's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Brown in for Chris Middleton. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. The pass to Frazier. 6 on the shot clock. Bamba in the high post. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. And here is Bamba from 20 feet out. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist from Bamba. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years, and sometimes 4, when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, could I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
And he sinks the second. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Ross, banked in off the glass.
Now that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Ross. And the foul on Khem Birch. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Here's Giannis. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 25 points. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his 5th foul.
And that's 5. One more, and he'll be disqualified. Got to be more careful.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely. Pass to Gordon. Fades. Here's Birch. And Antetokounmpo with the block.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Ray, you know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional careers. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. And here's Matthews. Guarded by Fultz. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Trying to get open is Lopez. Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Magic. Birch has got 6 rebounds in the game. Gordon. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Connaughton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And Giannis adding muscle to his frame for these types of situations. He'll keep getting bigger and stronger, but willing to take the hit.
And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. That's good from Antetokounmpo. Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It would be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and the competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a mid-season tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
Well, kids play that in high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think would be great.
Good point.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, Kevin, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Now here's Ross. Pass to Awundu. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 7 points for Chris Middleton.
Well, at 235 pounds, Middleton is hard to throw off balance, so he can take that contact and still finish through.
Now here's Ross. That one's off, still out of sync. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Milwaukee. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now here's Ross, and Vucevic throws it down.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Passes it to Ilyasova. Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches? No, it
can't be that.
Well, I don't know if...
if you're leading by 35 points late in the game.
And the star player is still in the game. Somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. I mean, quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time. Early on in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start and play with certain guys, but as the season goes on, you just don't see that very much.
And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the bucket by Orlando. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line, and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Now here's Vucevic. Here's Birch. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Middleton. The shot by Birch, no good.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Buries the long-range jumper. 10 points for Chris Middleton.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Ross passes to Awundu. Antetokounmpo against Vucevic, and there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's foul number 2 for him. Last year, the average salary for a starting point guard, Brent, in the NBA, was the highest among all positions. Why would that be?
Well, with the way the game has changed, Kevin, there's certainly an emphasis on being able to find guys who are initiating offense, scoring the basketball, shooting three-pointers, and you're seeing a big shift in salaries between point guards and bigs. That's where the biggest disparity is. Centers in the league are getting less and less of an opportunity to have the extended big money contracts because The game has moved to the perimeter, and if you're a big that cannot play on the perimeter, there's not a lot of teams that are willing to invest a significant amount of their cap space into the center position. They want guards and wings who can play out there and do the damage from there.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. And how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never, the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying?
I don't think
No,
so. It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean,
Yeah.
you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle, you're going to react to it like, oh, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side out. I know you saw it. Everybody does it.
It sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I tried to avoid that, Kevin. Quite
did you?
frankly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think that's healthy for you and your reputation.
Right side, Wilson. The pass to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Bledsoe for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Birch. Here's a 1-2. Johnson outside, looking to end the run. He can't hit that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
Yo, man up on area.
Now here's Bledsoe. Defense right on him. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
When it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed, and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
Now here's Bledsoe. Pass to Ilyasova. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Milwaukee.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Here's a 1-2, following the 3 by Milwaukee. Law the pass to Frazier. Johnson against Brown from deep. He can't get that one to fall. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the paint, here's Ilyasova, and Ilyasova throws it down.
finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Birch kicks to Johnson. Pass to Law. Here's a 1-2. Over Bledsoe. Offline.
It's good patience from Bledsoe. Good job of contesting the shot and just making sure that the shooter feels him.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is, thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David.